It seems like every day there's a new AI tool popping up, and honestly, it can be tough to keep up with all of them, right?
Really?
But that's why we're always talking about AI Agent Store.
That's
Such a great resource for sifting through all that noise and actually finding the gems that are going to be helpful for you.
I think this time we found a particularly interesting one.
Yeah, for sure. And, anyone who's in the world of academics or technical writing,
Right.
This one's really going to speak to you.
It's called Trinka AI.
Trinka AI,
Yeah.
yep. And looking at its info on AI Agent Store, it's billed as a real AI-powered assistant, and they're really targeting it at researchers, academics, students, technical writers, editors.
Yeah, I think having that extra partner in the writing process.
Yeah, like a really advanced writing partner.
Exactly.
But I think what's really interesting about Trinka is that it's not just about the basic grammar and spelling checks. It goes so much deeper, and it really seems to address those big challenges you face in those
specific fields.
Really specific fields, like academic and technical writing.
It's not just like, oh, you missed a comma here, or misspelled that word.
It's really about clarity and impact.
Making sure that what you're putting out there is top-notch.
Absolutely. And just as one example, they offer paraphrasing tools.
Oh, yeah.
Which can be so helpful when you're trying to really refine your language and just make sure it's precise. And
when you're working on a big project, the time saving there is huge.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you could spend hours and hours just rewording things.
Oh, my goodness.
To get them just right.
Right.
And Trinka can speed that whole process up.
Absolutely.
But maybe even more important.
Yes.
For anyone in those fields, it has plagiarism detection.
Yeah.
Because, we all know how critical originality is.
Oh, it's
when you're talking about academic and technical contexts.
Yes.
And having that detailed analysis that Trinka provides can just give you peace of mind.
It really can.
That what you're putting out there is genuinely your own work.
Yes. And then just thinking about anyone who has ever had to deal with different citation styles.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Oh, my God. That's a nightmare.
It's so time-consuming.
It is. It really is.
Trinka actually does citation validation and formatting.
Really?
Which sounds like it could just revolutionize your workflow.
Think about it.
Yeah.
All those hours you spend painstakingly going through and making sure that every reference
is perfect.
Is absolutely perfect.
Right.
Trinka is aiming to automate that.
Yeah, to make that so much smoother.
That's like magic.
Yeah.
And not only that, it even has a journal finder.
Oh, wow.
Which could be incredibly useful for researchers.
Especially when you're trying to
find the right place to submit your work.
Exactly.
That can save you so much time. It really can.
And energy.
And it even addresses consistency.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is so important, but it's often overlooked.
It really is.
Making sure that your terminology and your style is uniform throughout.
Especially when you have long pieces.
Yeah, like a lengthy report or an academic paper.
Right.
That kind of consistency really lends credibility.
It makes you look so much more professional.
Right.
Like you know what you're doing.
It shows that attention to detail.
It really does.
So if we zoom out a little bit and think about the bigger picture.
Okay.
How much time do you think you spend right now proofreading and checking for plagiarism and formatting those citations?
Oh, a lot.
Right.
A lot of time.
But Trinka really has the potential to streamline all of that.
Yeah, to bring those crucial steps together.
Yeah, and free you up to focus on
what matters.
What matters.
The content.
The actual content of your writing.
That's the heart of it.
Right. And I think it's worth noting, too, that they have a freemium model.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can actually explore what Trinka can do.
Yeah, kick the tires a little bit.
Yeah, without having to make a big commitment.
Exactly. See if it's the right fit for you.
So just to sum it all up for everyone.
Okay.
We've been talking about Trinka AI.
Trinka AI.
It's an AI writing assistant that we found on AI Agent Store.
Another great find.
And it's really packed with features.
Oh, yeah.
All designed to really elevate your academic and technical writing.
And it goes beyond just the basics.
Way beyond.
Like you're saying, it has advanced language checks, paraphrasing tools,
yes,
plagiarism detection.
Very important.
Citation management.
Yes, and even those consistency checks.
Which I think is a really unique feature.
Yeah. It really is.
And it's so important.
And what really strikes me is just how targeted it is.
Yeah.
To these really specific fields of academic and technical writing.
Like it really gets the nuance.
It gets it. And it just seems to understand that need for clarity, for originality, and of course for efficiency.
Because Time is precious.
It is.
Especially when you're working on these kinds of projects.
But here's something I think is really fascinating for everyone to consider.
Right.
As AI writing assistants like Trinka
Yeah.
become even more sophisticated,
As they inevitably will.
how are they going to change
Right.
the landscape of academic and technical communication?
That's a great question.
What will be the new standards for creating and sharing knowledge?
Yeah, because this is really changing how we think about scholarship
It really is.
and how we approach research and writing.
It's a whole new world.
It is,
So if you're intrigued,
as I think you should be.
yeah, and you want to learn more about Trinka AI,
You know where to go.
head over to AI Agent Store,
AI Agent Store,
and you can find a link to it there.
and a bunch of other amazing tools.
Yes.
You never know what you'll discover.
That's the fun part.
It is.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure, as always.
Always a pleasure.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.